Hello and welcome to a brand new Retrogarage vlog. Today we are going to introduce the brand new Retrogarage project. This is quite an exciting one. It's one we've been planning for quite some time. And obviously after the Audi S6 was back on the road, we kind of had to figure out what was next. To be honest, this car has been in the works for a long time. I think today is the perfect day to finally introduce it. There's a little bit of a twist because the new Retrogarage project, well, it's not actually mine. It's
Hi, I'm Olwyn.
This is Olwyn. Olwyn is obviously my girlfriend, but she also does brand consulting, builds businesses, does so many amazing things. And for Retrogarage as well, she both designed the brand, but also helped me through every single creative decision and every single time I was indecisive. So without her, this whole thing and Retrogarage would not be a thing.
Oh, thanks. So we are on the Beara Peninsula in West Cork. This is where I'm from. Today is a perfect day because on the rare occasion in Ireland, it's not raining. So basically, ages ago, I saw, I think it was a photo or a video, and it was on Instagram or TikTok, and there was a picture of Aaron's Quattro, and next to it was a similar car. So I said to Aaron, I was like, look, how cute is that? It's like a his and hers. Thought no more of it. Little did I know, Aaron kept it in his head as like a whole new goal for the two of us. So a couple months later, without saying absolutely anything, and I'd say probably one of the first times in Retrogarage he made a full decision by himself without consulting me, and he rocks up with a car. Any guesses yet? So introducing to you, Diana. So she is an Audi 80 Cabriolet, a Final Edition, 1999. So the reason she's called Diana is Princess Diana also had an Audi 80 Cabriolet, so we christened her Diana.
By now you probably know that I am a massive fan of old school Audis. The one Audi from the 90s that I always kind of wanted but never knew whether it would suit me or not was an Audi 80 Cabriolet. But I thought it might also be a bit silly to buy yet another Audi that I'm probably not going to use. Look at the Avant. The Avant hasn't had any use at all since the 3 years almost that I've owned it.
So I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit apprehensive because first of all, owning two cars is something that's extremely alien to me. Quite normal to Aaron because he is like 10.
So I'm going to let Olwyn talk you through the car and tell you everything about it, and then also tell you what her plans are with it, what our plans are with it for Retrogarage.
Aaron's plans are with it.
What do you mean? It's your plans.
Aaron's plans. Aaron has big plans for this. But for me, I'm like, can we just enjoy it for the summer, and we'll probably go at it then during the winter.
You know what Olwyn said to me yesterday?
What did Olwyn say to you yesterday?
When can you go to your first car show?
I did not say that. I'm not a car girl. I can appreciate cars, but I'm not like a car head.
Are you kind of excited for bringing her to a car show? You don't have to go to all of them.
Well, okay. Would you like me to bring Diana to a car show? You can let me know.
So if anyone does want help building their business and doing something similar to what we've done with Retrogarage, where we've turned our passion for old school cars like this into a fully fledged business that's sustainable, then drop Olwyn a DM on Instagram. Is that probably the best place?
Yeah, you can probably find me there Instagram at alloveritcreative.
I'll also leave a link to that below in the description as well. So as Olwyn said, this is an Audi 80 Cabriolet, basically the cabrio version of the likes of my Audi Coupe Quattro. They're pretty rare in Ireland because usually days aren't like this. They're pretty special, and I really like this one. It is a project. We are going to work on a couple of things to get it perfect. Olwyn, can you open the convertible? I can't get in. My Audi 80 Cabriolet also has a grey interior.
You don't have an Audi 80 Cabriolet?
My Audi 80 Avant also has a grey interior, grey leather with grey dash and everything. I think it looks really kind of like period correct, and you know, you don't really see stuff like that much that often nowadays. But like any Audi 80, it is a lovely place to be. Always like the shape of the dash. And these, you also have these kind of like sport clocks down here, I want to say, with the like voltage meter, oil pressure and the oil temperature. We have a fancy old radio here that the screen actually pops up this way. I'm gonna kind of try keep my fingers off this. I know I have my style and I know I have my interests, but I'm gonna try keep my fingers off it as much. I'll help you with everything, also help you with sourcing of parts, but this is your project. So what is going to be happening to it?
There's a few things that Aaron would like to see, but we'll suss it out. So one of the first things Aaron wants to do
Get rid of those hideous wheels.
I mean, they're not hideous, they're just not great. So we're looking at a couple of different options for wheels. So I have had a quick flick through the Rotiform site, like, you know,
Of course you have.
Have a few connections. If you're looking for wheels, check out Rotiform on Retrogarage. Just inquire through retrogarage.ie. We're looking at a few in era? Is that what you call it? What did you call it? You said it earlier and I thought it sounded good. No, like, you know, that time.
Oh, period correct.
Period correct. So we were looking for more period, what did you call it?
Period correct.
So we're looking for more period correct wheels for this car. Some inspiration is, of course, Diana's Audi 80 Cabriolet. So looking at the ones that look like the squids, Aaron.
The Boleros. 17-inch Boleros.
17-inch Boleros is what we're thinking. So current wheels at the moment aren't really, we're not really feeling them. But you know what? Let us know, what kind of wheels do you think would suit this the best? Drop us in the comments, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Because to be honest, I'm kind of just open to everything. Aaron is more like, I'd love to see this and that on it, but I'm kind of more like, what looks good? So let us know in the comments what you think.
If we do go down the rotiform direction, we will have to swap these hubs to 5x112, which means like swapping the discs and stuff. So if we can avoid...
Sorry.
Is that the what?
Is that the nuts and bolts thing?
Yeah, so
Okay,
at the moment we have 4 nuts and they're in a pattern of 108, which is like, I think, the distance from here into the centre. Rotiforms traditionally come mainly in like 5x112. We do have a set of 17-inch Boleros. I must pick them up when we go up to the Donegal Rally. Problem is, again, they're 5x112, but look, if that's what we need to do, that's what we'll do, because I want to make sure your car suits you and that you're also happy with it.
So another thing we got was brand new headlights. What do you think, Aaron?
You had to put that in there, didn't you? I'm unfortunately taking these headlights out of it.
Aaron gave me a car and wants to steal my headlights because he's jealous of them.
So these headlights weren't included in the deal. I don't know why you're making it out. I needed to put in headlights for NCT, and obviously now it's lovely weather, so I didn't want you not driving the car. So I put in these ones, but they're really special ones because they are ellipsoids, which are the same headlights that would have come on the Audi RS2. So I'm going to take them for my Audi 80 Avant that I'm probably not going to work on for next year anyway.
So they might as well stay in my car until then. Perfect. Okay, cool. So next part, Aaron wants to turn these orange.
I want to get them away from like this eBay, cheap eBay style. Yeah, I'm going to get you proper, genuine, hella clear ones. They don't have that kind of like cheap made in China look about them. We want you looking classy.
You want to come back here?
Okay.
Going to be changing up the exhaust. So Aaron made this point that apparently this is too big. The spacing here, so it looks a bit weird.
Yeah.
Let me know if that is a thing in car culture. I'm not sure. So what we're thinking of is getting a 2-point exhaust.
A twin tip exhaust.
What he said. And we're going to put that, we're going to change up the exhaust to that.
Even though this is a brand new exhaust under it, like actually I think the date is on it. Like this was made the 25th of September 2020. So the car actually hasn't seen road since that exhaust went on it. But of course we need to change it up because I just think that looks a little bit lost inside there. Like to match the S6 and to match the Coupe Quattro, let's just go with a twin tip.
To be honest, I actually didn't really see a big difference in it until you actually showed me pictures. And now I actually do think having... what do they call them? 2 of them anyway.
Also, lovely plates. Where'd you get them?
Vertigarage.ie. We need to replace these 4 rings here, and then we also have our little old school Audi badge, which I think, from a designer's point of view, I don't know why they got rid of it, but how cute is this? So we do either need to spray or get a bit of a new one, but we need to have her little place here, as well as our 4 rings. Another little thing we need to do here is fix the antenna. So we didn't want to ensure that any water got in, so again, from a design point of view, not great aesthetic.
Okay, need to fix that, yeah.
Another thing we need to work on is we do have the cover for this. So while we've been trying to sort the hood for it, we've had this like on and off, so we just need to put this back to ensure that that works.
Speaking of the hood, we actually have a small request for anyone from the community.
Hang on a second, why don't we put it up first and then we can show them?
Okay, do you want to put it up?
Yeah, fab,
okay. Do you want to put it up or do you want me to put it up and you film me or vice versa?
Well, I think I can put it up. So, key in the ignition. Handbrake is up. Press the button.
Oh, all the windows go down automatically?
Okay, yeah. I'm going to hitch this up.
Oops, don't hit the camera.
Lift her up here.
I'll give you a little hand.
Thank you.
Okay, wait, you're gone too far.
Let's try it again. We need to lift this up.
Okay.
Okay, make me look really strong.
Yeah.
So we need to put this down. Mind your camera lens.
Okay.
And then pop this down.
And there you can kind of, yeah, you can see the issue.
Okay, let me pop it down the rest first. Turn her here.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Talk us through the slight issue we might have. Bear in mind, we live in Ireland where it rains 90% of the time.
Yeah, not a great issue, I'm not gonna lie. So what we're struggling with here is we've been looking at different options as to how to actually fit the window. So we looked at a YouTube video, we looked at doing it ourselves, we looked at some sailing needles to see if we could actually work it, but if I'm being honest, I would rather do this properly. What we're actually looking at is maybe getting someone to do it for us. My sewing skills aren't that great. We did try to do a little DIY job earlier this morning, but yeah, let's not even go there.
Yeah, that didn't really work that well.
Tried to do is end up double-siding, double-sided tape, putting the window to the canvas and then maybe duct taping the rest just to ensure that there was no rain getting in it, but yeah, that wasn't really happening. Aaron has an amazing community of really skilled people out there, so we're going to put it out to you guys. Do you know anyone around Ireland, better if it's like Munster area, that can help us stitch in our window? All we need is a stitch with yeah, just stitch one side of the zip in so we can zip in the rest of the window. So we do have a spare, we have a black one. Again, what do you think? Black or blue? To be honest, I'm leaning more towards the blue, and I do really like the canvas. She just needs a bit of a cleaning, but I'm happy to actually get my hands dirty and get it done. But ideally, I would like a back window.
On lovely days like this in Ireland, it is really easy to forget that the weather isn't always like this. So yeah, that back window would be ideal, but hopefully we'll have a really nice summer and the roof will barely be up.
Another thing we'd love to look at is eventually either polishing up or respraying her. There are some little points, but I think as of right now she's going to do with a polish, but maybe over the next couple of years we're going to look at a respray. Again,
if anyone wants to get involved, like, we're more than happy to pay. It's actually just having someone in the community who wants to polish this, because like, look, it just needs a bit of a polish.
We have a few chippings.
We've a small few chips, but
They're
look,
only
don't point out the imperfections. She's
character.
She's 24 years old after all. And she's only done like 110,000 miles. Remember when I sent you the video of underneath? But she is immaculate underneath. It turns out whoever had this car before us, they went through everything meticulously, and she's perfect. She's actually pretty much perfect underneath, so really happy about that. As they say in America, pop the hood. But this is the hood.
Huh?
This is also the hood.
Oh, do you want me to put back down
No,
the roof?
pop the bonnet.
Okay.
No, you'll have to pull her again.
I've pulled it twice.
Go on. And we open her here. What is it?
5V.
A 5V engine. So this is an ADR engine code. It is a 1.8 litre naturally aspirated 20 valve. This engine with a turbo came inside in the Mark IV GTI, the Audi A4, Audi TT, loads of cars. This exact engine with a turbo is inside in my Mark IV GTI, which incidentally you really like. If we ever have issues with this engine, we might swap a 1.8T into it.
Wait, I can take your engine?
No, not out of the Golf.
Oh, so you heard it here first.
No.
We're going to swap the GTI engine into this car. Amazing, love it.
I'm sure that Retrograde sponsor, trainers, car parts will be happy to help us out when it comes to finding a 1.8T to swap in here whenever the time does come. But to be fair, like, at the moment she's actually not too bad. Like, she is peppy enough.
Yeah, no, I like her. She's a bit more of a cruiser, to be fair.
Yeah.
Probably not one that I'll actually...
It's probably better off that we're not rallying this around, especially seeing as that there's no roof. It's probably not the safest,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I didn't expect to like this as much. And then like last week, I think I even texted you, I was like, this is really, really fun. And even the lads are like, I think Chris, who like works on all of my cars, he took this for a spin with like his sister and his girlfriend, and they were like loving it. So yeah, I love this thing. A couple of other small little details. This bumper, the headlights are basically Audi RS2 headlights, but this bumper up until like literally this point is the same as the Audi RS2 bumper. It has the same kind of like curved indicators, the curved fog lamps, plenty of room there for a turbo. There's also actually space for a strut bar as well, so that means we can make it handle better.
Oh, what's a strut bar?
A strut bar basically goes between here and you see the 2 points over.
Oh yeah.
And what that helps is, like, if you imagine where the suspension is like this.
Okay.
As you're driving, it kind of sways a little bit, just because it's metal, like metal flexes anyway. If you put a bar between here and here, it reduces that sway.
Oh, okay, cool.
So the more you learn, we will get this car really, really nice for
more
you.
you know.
Whenever we do put new wheels, we want to fill out those arches as well. But look, they're all little bits. But I think you're fairly happy with it as it is.
I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, I think it's a lovely car. I also think this car really suits you, Olwyn, if you're in shot. I was humming and hawing for ages as to what kind of old school car we could get Olwyn into, you know, my world of old school cars and into retro garage a bit more. I was, of course, thinking along the lines of Audi TT and stuff like that. But to be honest, I couldn't be happier with my choice. I think this is the perfect car for you. Look at you folding down your own roof. You've missed a step.
I did, but I pressed it.
You have fans. Audi friends.
Audi friends.
I wonder if they know your retro girlfriend.
Miss Garage to you.
All.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I do think she really suits you.
You think?
Right. Hello. I caught that on film.
I panicked.
Honestly, I am living my best life and I think you are too.
Aaron, I think you're enjoying being a passenger princess.
Do you know what? I think I really am. Just looking at these views, sitting in the passenger seat of this car, I'm kind of loving my life. I'm kind of loving where we're both at with our lives to get to this stage. It's not bad.
Do you know what? We work hard for it.
But if there's ever a point of like, you know, doing what you enjoy or doing what you're passionate about and making it work, then I think this is it. I think we're both very happy with where we're at. It wasn't easy. Definitely wasn't easy. Definitely worth the rewards, and we're only getting started. I'm having a good day.
You're having a good day?
I'm having a good day. I never thought I'd see today you making content about your car.
I've become one of those people that takes pictures of their cars in really nice places.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
I think I might put it as my profile picture and people will think I'm a transformer.
Even though this is not the right location, and this was on Malls Gap, we're trying to recreate my profile picture on Facebook.
Is it here?
No, you're over further again. I'm on
And do you have
the body line. No, I think I have. My left leg is completely straight. Move both your feet over to the right.
This way?
Right, you're right. Tilt your head a little bit more.
This way?
Yeah, no, that's too much. Just don't step on my hoodie.
Bugs.
Thank you for walking us through the car and telling us everything about it.
I did try.
We are going to go for a quick spin and just, you know what, enjoy this car. Like, the idea behind getting this as well was so that we could enjoy our summer here in Ireland. I think we're both learning to kind of appreciate and enjoy life in Ireland a little bit more. But I think this car will help us explore a bit more of like our own home and like the west of Ireland and stuff like that. Especially on days like this because, you know, when do you get stuff like that? That was probably really windy. Maybe this car is not the best for like vlogging Jeez, we're shaking all over the place. What's she like to drive?
She's really comfortable to drive, actually. She's actually really nice to drive. Although I will say, my car is a diesel. So a little bit strange to drive a petrol. It's been a good couple of years now since I've driven a petrol. So that's a bit strange, but I feel like I'm getting used to it.
Look. Isn't a convertible the perfect car to be driving around with weather? Yeah, we'll try to get a couple of photographs and show a bit more of the car. But other than that, thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. But if you have enjoyed, please make sure to subscribe and also share this video with at least one person who you think will enjoy it. It's stuff like that that helps us build this community here on Retro Garage. And do you want to give any plugs?
If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe.
We'll talk to you in the next video. Cheers. Take care. Bye.